Well, I was going to leave these lights off, but I guess I should turn them on. No, I don't like them. We're going like this. We're going with this. This is what you get. Anyway, you don't really need to see me. So, finally this morning, we're doing the J Peretti Coffee blend. Let me see if I can zoom in. Big paint can. There you go. Not much on it, no artwork, but I love these paint cans. Hopefully this works, what I'm going to use for this. I don't know if this is going to be a success or not. I'm hoping. Probably should just use the flathead, but I don't think that's working. I think I need something bigger than this. Well, we're going to try. We are going to try, folks. I don't think I'm even getting in. All right. Hold that thought. I'll be right back. I obviously got to get a bigger, I don't know why this is becoming a process for me, but I'll be right back. So hold your thoughts. All right, we're back, and thanks to my father's old trusty screwdriver from this is Stanley. This is a Stanley screwdriver this is before I was born, and this was my father's when he worked for the telephone company. So this thing is ancient, and it's been in the family. As you can see, we've done paint, use this for paint cans, and this is like that proper tool. This, as much as I love my little shed knife, this wasn't going to do it. It didn't have the reach. But anyway, I suppose I could have used this here. But anyway, let's get into this. So let's open the tin. Oh, wow. Can smell that. Oh, it smells good, as you would expect. Definitely, I wouldn't say coffee. I would say more espresso. Good moisture. Not clumpy or goopy. Just that right amount. Just like the Old Dark Fire. Maybe a little bit more than that. It's got that Play-Doh smell, which I think is the Cavendish, right? I'll have to look this up to see if Cavendish is in it, but I think it is, if I remember right. Let me pack this pipe. And today we're going to be using the Dr. Lester pipe. Let me get it over here. I did something a little different with the camera angle, as you can see. This I named after Dr. Lester. Redcoat's Renaissance now. So, sorry about the shaky camera. But anyway, let me pack this. Get this packed. I'll try my coffee and let you guys know what I think. I imagine it'll be good. It's J Peretti. It's not... I'm trying to think back to the cobblestone ones. And even some of... well... No. It kind of reminds me of... what's that one there with Boswell? Like the smell. Just it... I can't remember the name of it. Black Bear, maybe? All right, let me just make sure I got... It's clearing. There we go. There we go. I got to find out the reason behind J Peretti and their paint can thing, because it's pretty cool. I imagine it seals up really well. Well, Yuletide. I've sealed up Yuletide for like a year, so we're going to find out. Let me just punch this. Oh. There we go. We're good now. All right. Let's fire this up. Wow, nothing's working this morning. Might have been a little too damp, but smells. I don't know if it's like coffee, but all right. Let me go to tobacco reviews. First, let me clear my email. That kind of annoys me. I have to clear out my emails. It just drives me nuts. Let's see. All right. J Peretti Coffee blend. Here we go. I'll go to J Peretti. Let's see. Yes, I'm 21 and older. Yeah. Yeah. So it's a coffee blend. Mild tobacco with mellow sweetness. It says distinct coffee aroma. I haven't gotten that quite yet. Let me see if I can go to tobacco reviews. Yeah. See if we can get a little more information. Here we go. So it's Burley Cavendish, ribbon cut, as we know. But let's get into this. I don't think I got a good charring. Okay. Now it's tasting like black coffee. That's good. I may have found my morning blend. Let's see how it does with coffee here. Just regular Dunkin' Donuts, coffee. So, if we're doing a Massachusetts local tobacconist, or tobacco company, it's good to support have that local connection. I got to try Boylston. I meant to try that too. I should have got that tin. I don't know why I didn't do it, but I just decided I'd try this because I'm looking for a kind of a morning blend. So when I do my morning coffee videos, that's what I would go with. Early morning pipe, I got to go try that again, see if I like that. I don't think I was too high on that one. What was the other one? There was another one too, I can't remember. But considering this was kind of damp, that's not too bad out of the tin. Not as good as the Old Dark Fire. That lit pretty well. Yeah, this is good. The aroma is excellent. I get more of a like cocoa note when I stick my nose in it. And to the gentleman who asked me about the retrohale, I should explain that retrohaling for me is not so easy because I have a deviated septum and things just aren't always easy. But every now and then I get to, and I try the old trick with the tongue pushing it into the roof of your mouth there. Doesn't always work, and I'm always stuffy, as you can tell. I'm very nasally. So someday I'll get my nose straightened out or fixed or whatever I got to do, It's just not going to be anytime soon. As I get all sniffly. So this morning, I was going to do this video early, but I ran into a slight issue. I heard a bunch of birds squawking out front of the door, out the front house. And so I opened the door, and I saw a hawk on the grass. I thought it had killed something, and especially the rabbit that we got around here, which would have kind of bugged me because I like the rabbit. But turns out he didn't, and he jumped and he left, or he leaped and he flew away. And I noticed in the bushes, the rose bush, a bunch of little sparrows. I'm like, really? He's going after the sparrows? I'm like, slim pickings or whatever. But the funny thing was, and I got to give the sparrows credit for going into the rose bush with all the thorns and everything. So they were, and I didn't know if there was the rabbit was in there too, like everything was hiding in there, but it wasn't. And I'm fascinated by animal behavior. And of course, the blue jays were squawking. My friends there. They're annoying, but I guess they're useful when it comes to hawks flying around or whatever. So I opened the door. He left. I thought that was the end of it, so I just kind of was watching for a little bit. Then he came back. I opened the door and chased him away. Now, normally I don't intervene with nature at all. But I didn't like the idea of the hawks swooping down in the yard. I don't know why. It just kind of bothered me. It's like, all right, we're kind of on my turf now, Hawky. So you just go over there. So a few times, so I closed the door, decided to have my coffee. I was relaxing. And I heard them screaming again, the birds, like the sparrows were chirping again. So I came out, and the hawk, yet again, was trying. I'm like, all right, so I'll just kind of chill out and see what's going on. So I see him fly again. Goes up in this big pine tree, sitting there. I'm like, did he get one? It looked like he might have got one, but he didn't. He was cleaning himself and doing things, and all of a sudden, after a minute and a half of him doing that, he knew where the birds were. So then he tries to swoop down, and as he's in mid-flight, I open the door, and he takes off the other way. And then about 2 minutes later, he circled around and tried to come in there again, and he after that, he kind of flew away and left. And I know the blue jay, he flew towards the other side of the neighborhood where the blue jays were. They were squawking, so they must have been dive bombing him and driving him nuts. And so I closed the door, and about 10 minutes later, I heard wings and stuff and birds flying, and I'm like, all right, what's going on out there? So I went out and I noticed the little sparrows and finches were jumping up and looking around, and then they were flying away in groups. I didn't realize how many little birds fit in that bush. There was quite a bit, so it was fascinating. The interesting thing about all this, as the hawk is dive bombing I guess he got fixed on the birds, because there was a squirrel running around between the yards. But he looked a little nervous, but he was running in the street, he was running around in the yards, and I'm like, why isn't the hawk going after him? He's a better meal. It was just fascinating that the hawk kind of got fixed on that one particular thing. Sorry for the light and dark shadows, but I didn't really want to turn on the blinding light. But this, I think I found my morning blend. Now, I got an accidental retrohale there. And I get the coffee note. I wouldn't say it's like overpowering like coffee. It's a very even, smooth experience. I think I hear the pigeons up there. The aroma is coffee-like, but I get more of a cocoa, but I think that's the Cavendish kind of note. I don't get any burley, even though there's burley in it. And when I sip or puff, I get like a black coffee kind of note. And obviously it pairs well with coffee. I put cream in my coffee, so judge me if you will. But I like black coffee too. I have that too. Wow. This is ranking that I'm going to do at the end of the year. Not going to be easy. I'm looking forward to having Thanksgiving. LJ Peretti, I still have some left over from Mark and RI. That was Signal Antoni, excuse me. I got some of that I'm going to be smoking, and I'm looking forward to that soon, as soon as we hit November. And then I got Yuletide, which I'm looking forward to too. Seeing how that, because that was a pleasant surprise too last year. But it's going to be tough ranking the tobaccos this year. I was thinking of it last night. I can tell you Old Dark Fired, it's going to be on the list. This one, it's good. And you know, considering it was kind of good smoke, great note. I wish you guys could smell this. It just smells so good. See, it's like a black coffee just brewed kind of thing. You know, when you take it off the pot after it's been brewed, you pour it, that smell that you get, that first smell, it's kind of what it smells like. It's very subtle, very good. I gotta give these blenders credit, because a lot of the tobaccos I've smoked over the year and a half, they're not, a lot of them are perfectly balanced. They're not too much of this or too little of that. They're usually right in the money. Yeah, of course you get a few that are up here and too punchy or whatever. Some are just, the note's good, but then the tin note's good, but then the smoke is like, nah. You get a few of those, but for the most part, they're really good at blending. As I said before, I know like the golden age of pipe smoking, as far as people doing it, is kind of gone, unless we can bring it back, which I hope. But the tobacco blends, we're in an amazing time for tobacco blends. That's how I feel anyway. It's a weird dog bark. Well, I'm going to leave it there. I can honestly say, LJ Peretti, you know, you're not going to go wrong with LJ Peretti. It's an amazing company. So they make amazing blends, and the smell is, oh, that was great. I had a nice smoky going on here, and that note is just, it's awesome. Anyway, I can't say bad things about this. This is a great blend. I think it's a perfect morning blend. And even afternoon coffee. If you have an afternoon coffee on your lunch break, this would be pretty good for that. Or at night when you want a coffee but you can't have a coffee, this would probably be a good blend to smoke. Definitely good for the park bench, going lunting, just about anything you can smoke this. So this is great. I recommend it. Get yourself a big paint can, or you can get it by the bag now because they're running out of paint cans. So I recommend this. I think I found my morning blend. Finally, I found my morning blend. And we'll see how quickly I burn through this. Not that I have a lot of smoking the pipe in the morning. Wow, can I speak English? It's morning. I don't typically smoke pipes in the morning, but when I do. Anyway, I'm out of here. You guys may see me again with another Frog Morton kind of review or something else. I think I had something else to do too. I can't remember. Anyway, hopefully I'll see you guys later. If not, tomorrow or Tuesday. Take care.